All right, so we are recording.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I'm so excited to have you guys on today. Drew
Thank you.
and Carrie, who are a married couple.
Yep.
And they are, I met them about 8 months ago when you all were deciding to come over to eXp.
Hmm.
And, again, the agent that asked me to speak to them specifically asked me because I do luxury housing and sell luxury homes, and you both specialize in luxury as well. So welcome today, Drew and Carrie.
It's good to
And
see you again.
yeah, good to see you guys. And we actually, the reason I have them on is we got to meet physically in Cabo, a few weeks ago.
Yep.
Yes.
Good
Yeah,
times.
we did have some good times. We
For
did.
your viewers out there, she's got quite the singing voice. We did some wonderful karaoke, and it was a wonderful experience. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. It was the end of the night and these two had their karaoke machine or microphone. And
Yep.
we were walking by. I said, I know you too. Well, I would love to give our viewers sort of an update. We love listening to everybody's different experiences here at
Mhm.
our firm and how much we love our firm. So it's been 8 months. So maybe just give us a little bit of a history. I know, Drew, you've been in the business like me a long, 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 long time, 19 years.
Yes.
So give us your experience thus far leading you to eXp.
Gosh, well, EXP wasn't even on our radar 2 years ago,
Yeah.
even a year and a half ago. We really didn't know much at all. And we were at Compass. We were kind of early adopters into Compass in the Houston
Yeah.
market.
Nice.
We weren't what they consider the founding members, but we were that second wave just after they launched
Well, it's funny.
people to come on board.
Compass just came to our market and I didn't understand. It said there's a couple people that are founding members, and I really don't know much about Compass, to be honest. So tell me a little bit about that. Like what's the difference? What are you seeing, or why were you drawn to Compass?
So initially, we were looking for, we wanted to grow, and we were actually looking at maybe even starting our own brokerage.
Right.
And Compass approached us, and we thought we would just kind of go maybe get some ideas from them to see how they were
Yeah.
doing things. And we didn't know a whole lot, but their marketing, their technology, just their whole plan for where they were going, really just at the time kind of blew us away. And we um, in the middle of the interview decided, well, we need to really consider this. And so we did,
Hmm.
and had a wonderful experience, met a lot of great people, learned a lot.
Yeah.
Their marketing is really big, and they're really developing a lot of technology. And
Mhm.
so, we were happy, but then
Well, but at the end of the day, as great as all those things were, it was still just it wasn't as much revolutionary as it was evolutionary. It was just sort of an evolutionary update of the traditional brokerage model.
Got it.
And when we were looking at why were we looking to go out on our own, and why were we looking to make a change even from Berkshire Hathaway, which we were getting incredible splits and some really good stuff, is we wanted to eventually have something that we could own, we could retire, we could, get out of the rat race.
Yeah.
And once we were there for a while, and once we sort of, as much as there were great advantages, it wasn't giving us what we wanted as far as,
we weren't in control of our business, and we
yeah.
wanted to be in control of our business and our future.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
And
what's interesting to me, Drew and Carrie, is when this brand came to our town, two of the most prominent realtors in our town went to Compass.
Yep.
And instead of them promoting their brand, all of a sudden they're coming out with these branded Compass shirts and their signs are Compass. They literally, well, it was interesting to me because I'm like, here I've worked 20 years, my butt off to make Caul Group, right? And Caul Group is the forefront of my business and my brand. And in one day, they just went, boom, they're different. And I was like, oh, that kind of scared me. And so what you said about branding, like you don't have control. It seems like you have to be under their brand, right?
Very much so. And it's very recognizable. There's a very distinct look to it. And it's
Mhm.
beautiful. It's very slick.
Ah, clean.
That was one of the
Very
things that
appealing.
initially drew us to the company.
Yeah.
But we realized that we could, actually, after our conversation with you, that was kind of
Yeah.
the final piece of moving to EXP. The opportunity was just a no-brainer to us. It really fulfilled everything that we were looking to do. And
Yeah.
I mean, we're just so happy that we made the move. But after talking with you, we realized that we are the brand, and
Yeah.
that with EXP, we would be able to really brand ourselves, our brand,
Right.
because ultimately we are the business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was actually, it was real subtle, for you, the seeing your other people in your market do that. It was a very eye opener to you because you're used to being at EXP and you're
Right.
used to that brokerage putting the call group first and
Yes.
your thing first and them sort of behind.
Right.
It wasn't until we met you, saw you, that really that light bulb turned on to us. And then now we still follow everybody on Instagram and Facebook, and we're still great friends
Oh, yeah.
with everybody there. But we realize now, okay, all the Instagram posts, all the things are all brokerage first with the little, agents on the side, right?
Correct.
The,
Correct.
the t-shirts, the hats, the gloves, whereas EXP, everything's exactly flip opposite of that.
And it's funny because when I was with Remax for a very long time, I have to give it to Remax. Like they definitely wanted their brand first, but they allowed me to, other than my signs, they allowed my folders and other things to be call group. And Remax was always on the back. And I was very cognizant about, I'm the brand. My customers come to me. They know me. That I had customers when I left Remax, they didn't even know where I was. They were like, wait a minute, you're going to Keller Williams. Where were you? And I said, well,
Yeah.
we were at Remax. And so I've been very forefront with my brand. And I have to give it to Keller Williams and to eXp. Keller was one of the first brokerages that Gary Keller allowed the agents to self-brand. And from that self-branding evolution in 2006, where they really started to promote teams, and it started to build these agents brands themselves, where the agents started to leave the brokerages to go independent because they realized, oh, we're the brand. I'm my own brand. So it was very interesting to me to see the shift from day one to, oh my God, these people, and beautiful brand. Both of these ladies have amazing brands, and they disappeared. And I was like, oh, that's scary to me. So yeah, I'm glad I could help with that. And Jesse, he is not in my family tree, but we come from contribution and abundance, here at eXp. And when he called me about you two, he's like, can you please help them, with questions? And that's where we met. And I just thought, if I can help you guys see that, then you're better for it. Right. So, so I'm so glad that you are enjoying it. So tell me your experience now moving from Compass. Did people think you were nuts when you told them that you were leaving Compass to come to eXp?
Yeah, we got a lot of
Oh
phone
yeah,
calls.
got a lot of like, what?
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 Yeah.
So Drew's not going to tell this story. I'll tell it just because I love it. When we started dating, and we, before we got married, she had this whole thing. I likened it to the Drew diligence process. This digging really deep. She ran a background check on me. She did,
Dang.
everything, right? And so we did the same thing with eXp. A good friend, mentor, suggested that we look into it. We were like, took us completely by surprise. But it's like every layer that you started peeling back of the onion, we kept digging for, okay, what's wrong with this? Why is this, why isn't everybody doing this? What's the catch? And for us, there was a couple of big aha moments. One of the biggest aha moments was when our sponsor, we had questions about the ICA and when we were going to get to see the ICA and what was in it. He's like, oh, okay, well, I'll just send you mine. And we're like, what? And then we were like, well, just because you send us yours, that doesn't mean that we're going to get the same deal and we're going to have the same. And he's like, no, you don't get it.
everybody's the same,
everybody's got the
Everybody
same.
would say.
which was
Yeah.
so eye-opening to us.
Yeah, it
So,
was
a
like,
level playing
we had
field.
never seen, and that was so contrary to, let's just say, other brokerages out there where, everybody's in this constant battle of negotiating and renegotiating their contract and spending so much time negotiating and renegotiating their contract that they can't actually think like a business person
Right.
and say that, okay, I can plan not just for the next 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 months, but I can plan for the next 2 or 3 years.
Right. Right.
What I'm doing today is I'm going to see the fruits of those labor further down because I'm not having to waste a whole lot of time renegotiating or refiguring out what is my future going to look like the next time I need to renew.
Exactly. Yeah. And
And
the
you're
beautiful
just-
thing is there's no contracts here, right? You're not signing your life away. If you two want to leave tomorrow and this is not your cup of tea, you're gone. Like it's
Yeah.
just click the button and I'm out of here.
Yep.
And we all got into this business to be entrepreneurs, and the whole signing of contracts and renegotiating or paying people to come to brokerages, we just don't do that. We don't have to pay anybody to get here. That's
Yeah.
the cool part, right?
And I think your original question that you asked us was, what has our experience been thus far? And it's been
Yes.
amazing.
Yes.
One of the things that originally drew us to Compass was one of their core principles was collaborate without ego.
Yeah.
And, maybe there was some ego. And since we
Maybe
got
there
to,
was some lack of collaboration.
but when we got to eXp, I mean, actually our call, like just the calls that we had when we were talking with people and doing our research, just and making the decision, were just incredible. And we just talked with as many people as we could. We watched as many videos as we could. And we just have been blown away by the true collaboration. I mean, people share their secret sauce. Everybody's in this together instead of the competition or I hate to use the term backstabbing, but everybody's just so encouraging. And it's just been a real eye-opening, positive experience for us this far.
And the
We're
thing
really
that-
happy.
The thing that I would add is that collaboration didn't stop once we signed on the dotted line. It wasn't like there was we're all collaborating and we're all big, happy, getting along. And then once you get into it, you get into the grind and, it's all sort of different. The collaboration has actually gotten
Better.
more and better and,
Yes.
And
and
we were
expanded.
afraid. I was nervous about not having the camaraderie of just the local kind of team of
Friends.
people that
Yeah,
you're
we've got
working
great
with, like
friends.
friends. And that's also been really interesting too. It's just how many people you can meet on Zoom
Right.
and
Right.
in the world and on, workplace. And just there's so many there's a group for anything and everything you might be interested in.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
so it's been good.
And I always
So-
say, too, I know more people at eXp in the 2 years I've been here than I had ever known at Remax for 9 years and Keller for 2. I mean, I just know so many people, and it's just because I think, we go to a ton of events, and I love the fact that our agents make enough money to where the agents are putting on the events. Think about that,
Yeah.
right? Tony Robbins is being paid $350,000, not from Glenn Sanford.
Right.
It's from the agents. And I think
Right.
that is, it's mind blowing
It's
to think.
incredible. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, but Drew was, one of the things when we were talking through what we wanted to say, when we saw that everybody had the same ICA, everybody had the same agreement, what was the phrase you used? It was everybody had the same opportunity here, right?
Yes.
Everybody really has the same opportunity. And for me, it's changed my business dramatically. One, learning, we're talking about no matter what you want to do, you can find a way.
Mhm.
I went from being a residential agent working with Drew, kind of trying to work my way up into the luxury to where I'm able to go and do something that's much more aligned with my background, which is I was able to transition into the commercial group, doing land and ranch, and have been able to, and none of those opportunities were afforded me in other traditional brokerages, and nothing against them. It wasn't like anyone was trying to hold me back. It's just,
Sure.
there wasn't the infrastructure and there wasn't the environment for people to go out and carve their own entrepreneurial pathway forward.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I love that. And I think that that's really what drew me in. This is my business. I just need to be empowered. I need the vehicle to, put fuel in the engine. We are all the engine. We are the brand.
Yeah.
We are everything. And then this company, they're in the background and just giving us the resources, giving us the opportunities, and whatever we make of it, we make of it. And we should always be growing and having different opportunities. For me, if an agent's licensed in 2 states, they have
Yeah.
one tap. They don't have to have 2 different brokerages and 2 different CRMs. And it's just so relieving to know that it's so scalable and just so fluid. So I'm so glad that you guys are here. I know we're not in the same family tree, but we are all one family, and we're all shareholders. What did you think of your first shareholders event?
Oh, we loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, it was, I loved it, but it was a corporate event. Actually, you were talking about the agent driven event. That was
way more fun.
way more fun. And, it was big. So,
yeah. Well, you'll see, Kerry, that when we go, like the shareholders event, even I've flown to Florida to do the actual physical in person. And luckily, we all have the world, so we can do it COVID free, in the cloud office. But the shareholders event in person is way better, but it is more of a dry corporate event. As shareholders, you get to do your little votes and that's it. But the eXp con in November, I can't wait for that.
yeah.
Because that's more fun. Did you guys get to go last year? Because you joined in September and it was
We
canceled.
didn't. Yeah, it got canceled. Yeah, we were all scheduled. We were supposed to go, and that was one of the events that we had to back out.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. It's fun. It's in Vegas, and it's like the agent run events, bigger, right? Bigger scale, and we're gonna have way more people this year. But I hope I see you guys at that one. Are you going to the Dallas event with?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
How could we not?
Yeah.
Yes. And the biggest thing is what I tell everybody is I added up 15 different events in 24 months. So I go to any in-person event just because it keeps refueling the fact that there's a lot of agents out there that are so missing out on this beautiful thing that we're building. And because of what their broker tells them, or a friend, or who knows, we all look at something on the outside and go, oh, that's not for me. And so I would encourage anybody, and for you too, to bring people to the event. Like if you could just say, I love you, you're my friend, come with me. And that's it. I will buy your ticket. I've bought 20 tickets to bring people to this event, and I've almost got them all, because I need more people to feel this way, the way we all do. Right.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it. I go to a men's group, call it a Bible study, with some good friends of mine. And, they're sitting there literally talking about, oh, I've got to figure out how to get out of the rat race. I got to figure out how to stop, doing this same old, and, basically killing it, making bunches of sales, but just never really getting ahead and just working in that transaction. I'm sitting there going, come to me to Dallas. That's both of them where I'm like, look, I love you guys. We will figure out a way. Y'all need to come with me and hear it for yourself firsthand. And
Yes. The first thing is be open-minded. Everybody's in business. All the brokerages are in business for the brokerage, right? And we're in business to work at a brokerage. So I tell my peers, it's not whose brokerage is better game. It's hey, we discovered something. It's really operating our business better. Come look at it. It would be like having the most amazing CRM and not telling anyone. Of course, you're going to tell everybody. But I think the brokers make it about the war of brokers because they have to, and it's just not that way. It shouldn't be that way anyway. So I can't wait to continue to get to know you two, continue to mastermind on luxury, because I love luxury, and to see you both in Dallas, hopefully with a few friends.
Yes.
Yeah. And hopefully with the same karaoke mic and boom speaker, right?
Yep, I might need a couple shots, but that's okay. We'll do it. Well, so good to see you both. Thank you for doing this, and congrats for being here 8 months, and we'll celebrate your 1-year September anniversary. Woo-hoo.
Yes.
Thank you.
To it.
You're welcome. Thanks, guys.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.